In this video, we introduce the Newton Asset Editor. It is a tool for authoring articulated models such as ragdoll and vehicle. We begin with a simple ragdoll example. As the video demonstrated, the model does not produce anatomically plausible poses. Therefore, we will try to reconfigure it using the Asset tool. We start by loading the model in the Asset tool. By simple inspection, we notice that the elbows hinges are oriented incorrectly. Let us try to fix that first. The elbows are implemented as hinges with limits. They should rotate within the plane defined by the upper arm and the forearm. However, this is clearly not the case. To correct this, with the joint selected and in the property panel to the right, we applied a relative rotation along the elbows axis. If we made a mistake, we can easily undo the operation and try again. We then repeat this process for any other joint with similar issue. For example, we can see that several joints such as the hips, the spines, and shoulder do not have limits enabled. We can go ahead and activate limits for all of them. We can rotate the model by clicking and dragging on an empty area. If you need to work on multiple parameters on a single joint or a single body, you can lock the selection to avoid accidentally clicking on other mesh nodes. After editing few joints, it is a good practice to save your model periodically as you make progress. You can always resume editing joints anytime. We can now move to edit other properties. The editor provides tools for applying global properties like changing coordinate system, resizing the model, or assigning a mass distribution. For this example, we use the mass distribution tool. It assumes uniform density and compute the mass distribution based on the volume of each body part. We set the total mass to 80 kilograms and leave the inertia ratio at 0.25. We now move to configure the array of body part collision pairs. In Newton, the part of an articulated model are set to not collide with each other by default. This is because in general, for most models, only a small subset of body parts need to collide. For example, in this ragdoll, we want the right leg to collide with the left leg, but not with the upper body parts, since those interactions are very unlikely to occur. To configure this, we select a body part and open the collision pair editor in the body property panel. Then we manually choose which body part should collide with another body part. After setting up the desired body pair. We can review them by selecting the collision pair nodes on the outliner panel. We can review the collision pairs by selecting the collision pair node in the outliner panel. Here we can inspect each colliding pair one by one and remove unnecessary pair or add any missing one. Once everything looks good, we save the model and test it on the application. After saving the model, we can test it in the application. The model should generate more anatomically plausible poses within reasonable expectation. Thanks for watching.